Hello everyone, my name is Justin. Today I did a live stream of playing a little bit of Minecraft. I had the idea of building a base hanging down from some type of cavern or cave, however, whatever you find, whatever will work for you. This is just a skeleton build that can be taken and done anything you want to with it. I am just laying out a little bit of the beginning of it and seeing how I think all of it looks. I'm using jungle wood and glass for most of it. I am going to be building it in like an inverted pyramid. It will come down step by step. I built 2 steps of glass, and I'm building 3 steps down actually of wood after that. And every now and then I'm going to take a step back from the live stream video. You can see where I'm just kind of looking at it and thinking about what I want to do here, planning out how tall it is, how deep the area is I'm building it in. Now you could build this in a cave, any kind of cave system that has a really high ceiling. You would just have to flatten out an area that you think looks good and go in and just kind of do a similar thing. Like I said, you can do whatever you want to with this. And I'm building it mostly of glass and jungle wood, and I'll just be going through this step by step as I rewatch the video and re-record the audio, because this was a 2-hour stream and I don't think anybody wants to sit through a whole 2-hour video. So I'm going to shorten this down, speed it up a good bit, and just re-record over it. Now I'm going to, like I said, be doubling the glass every time it goes down, so it's much easier to reach the floor of the area I'm building in. We'll just be adding in a little bit of another step of wood here. Every now and then, just taking a step back, seeing how everything looks as I go. Sometimes art is super ugly until you get it fully done. Anybody that's ever grown out a beard or anything like that, they know what I mean. There's always a horrible step you have where you just kind of look homeless for a bit. But there's nothing wrong with that. Eventually you get through it. Now this is where I'm adding in a 4 layers deep, and it has become much narrower, too narrow, I guess I should say. But that's okay. I'm gonna work around that. I'm gonna build an elevator in here anyway. So I left it at an odd angle, and I have 3 spaces right here open at the end of it, going all the way down where the elevator will take you up. Every now and then, I have to pause and plan out what I'm doing, really think about it. But I wanted to flare the base of the steps for this right here, but I'm going to end up going back and fixing that. And this is going to be the long glass, part of the long glass tunnel going up. Got to make sure I count all these out right. Nothing worse than plotting out a entire build and at the end realizing that you have done it off center or built it just right out of where you needed it to really be. I'm just going around and building these square rings. This isn't anything too fancy. This is just a quick idea I had. Hopefully be doing more of these. I do Minecraft builds every Wednesday, and Thursdays I want to start doing a survival mode on hard difficulty with possibly some friends. See how long we can make it. See if we can eventually get to the dragon. See if we can kill the ender dragon at the end. Who knows though? Hard mode Minecraft is pretty unforgiving sometimes. Creepers will really jump out and get you. Skeleton archers are pretty bad to deal with, especially if there's 2 of them. They'll just keep alternating shots. I'm going to line the top of it here with another row of steps, just to kind of make the base a little more flared, a little less boxy. which Minecraft is all boxes, so you know it's a little difficult to do. All the squares end up making a circle somehow. But right here we're going to undo that, and we're going to add another layer of stairs around right here, and it's starting to kind of come together right here. And I'm going to come down and look at what is essentially our yard, to where our elevators will come down to. And I'm going to have to eventually come back and smooth all that out so that we have an area. I want to build down about how far I wanted the next layer of glass, which was 16 blocks. Wanted it to come down just about to grass level where I am in here. I'm going to smooth a little bit of this out. I want it to stay looking natural. I like the area that I was in just for the way it looked. It was really just kind of nice finding an area that was with a nice hanging cave. Sometimes the mountains will spawn in and they'll almost touch to another mountain. It'll make a nice natural archway. And that's where I went in and redone it a little bit. Put the ceiling on it, or an attic if you will. So you could use the attic itself as more space for your house. If you have more space above, like if you do this underground, you could have all of your base be in the ground and have just a really cool looking area with a giant elevator going down into the cavern. And these are just the light source that I think looks the best. I believe they're called frog lights or something silly like that. But I'm going to use those to light this. Just it makes it look better on an elevator if it's well lit like that. But to build these, what you want to do is you want to get soul sand. But you have to start with regular sand. Now I didn't remember this in the video, so I had to do a little bit of research right here. But if you get regular sand and fill the column above it, like I have built, with water. I was checking to see if anybody, if my friend was online to help me build a little bit of this. But if you fill the column with water and put a block of sand and run kelp all the way up it, it will create air bubbles and a current going upward. And when you go back down, you want to go to the sand block and just destroy the sand block and quickly replace it with the soul sand. And that will make it where it will shoot you upwards. And it will just be an automatic upwards elevator. And you will not drown in this because there are air bubbles inside of it. So there is no worry about that. But what you're going to want to do is take some signs and put them on the inside of the elevator, and that will keep the water from running out. And then you can use those same signs to say which way the elevator is going, which would just be convenient for you, aesthetically pleasing, just kind of looking like a normal elevator. And you'll see me struggle right here trying to figure out and remember how an elevator works in Minecraft, but eventually I do figure it out. So just stay with me and trust the process. We're going to make a bit of a base at the bottom to help keep everything in. We can clean all this up later. Now I almost got it to work there, but instead of destroying the sand block, I am hitting the kelp instead. Now I got it to work right here, and instead of just destroying the sand block and making it down lower, I just went ahead and left it one block higher than I originally intended, which is totally fine. You can, this is obviously however you want to do it. Any of this can be any way you want to. I just enjoy this elevator design a lot. I am just boxing it in, and I'm going to make the down elevator on the other side. And a down elevator is the same process, but with a magma cube. Just finish out making that and go ahead and put down my sign so the water doesn't spill out. You'll see me struggle again to remember how it works, but once again, eventually I do remember how, and we get our elevators working. You can see a bat take the elevator. He had to go to the bat cave, make sure everything is okay in Gotham. I'm taking a step back here to look at it again and see if I like how it's looking. And personally, I ended up really liking this for just a quick build. Now I have a bit of a process here where I was thinking about exactly what to do with these elevators, whether I wanted to make another set going up or not to the next floor and make just individual floors here, but I am going to just decide against that. So I've just changed my mind, and I'm going to go ahead and make the elevator go all the way up to the next floor rather than stopping here. I wanted to make this like a little area where you could come in and quick store stuff, have a few chests laying in the area. That way you didn't have to go all the way back up into your main house to store anything. You could just quick drop anything you might have in your pockets. I'm going to box all that in, and I was hoping that just continuing the water column up would make it work, but as you can see, it does not. So I'm going to just cap that off and go back down here. But I realized that all I have to do actually is do the bottom part over again. I just have to replace the sand and the kelp at the bottom, but that's no issue. We check out how much space we have up top, which should be enough for most bases of any kind of storage, any kind of equipment you want to put down, smithing tables, all that good stuff. I'll put the sand blocks back. I'm going to repeat the process of planting the kelp, going all the way back up. And I am going to replace them with their respective blocks so that they are still going the same way. I always build the up elevator on the right side. Not sure why. I'm right-handed. Maybe I just like doing it that way. And these will throw you when you come up out of them. So we're going to cap this off, and since a player is 2 blocks tall, you want to build a 3rd block up here. And now you will see that when you come up, you don't really get thrown quite out. You kind of get pushed over onto the floor. And we're going to build a little set of stairs right here that is going to go up into our main room, and we'll just build around the elevator. Just put a little floor over that. This place has a lot of glass with a lot of natural lighting. It is under a cave though, so not quite as much natural lighting. I'm going to line up where I want to build the next set of stairs to go up from the elevator exit to the actual main floor. I dropped my potion of night vision earlier. I'm going to pick another one up. Keep that going. Keeps the brightness all the way up, so it makes it much easier to see. And we're going to go ahead and put in our staircase right here. I like the flare out the base of my stairs, and I'm going to decide to cut one layer off of these stairs at the elevator exit so that I can add in a layer of floor right here, so that when you walk up the stairs, the floor is a little bit more pronounced on which way you're supposed to go. Kind of just aesthetic. It really doesn't matter in the long run. You can build this however you want to. Just go ahead and finish dropping in those stairs, and we're going to put our floor in for our main floor. You can leave the gap in the middle if you wanted to. If you had any kind of ideas, anything that looked cool that you thought would fit there, you could do that, or you could go ahead and fill it in. But that is our filled up top floor, and you can you see there's quite a bit of space up there. You can use all the glass stepping blocks up to kind of store, you know, if you wanted to make a ring of chests around the area and label all your chests so that everything was up here and accessible, labeled, everything is well organized. I'm going to put some signs down on the elevator so that I know which way is up and down, and that everybody else does that might come and visit this world. And if you have any extra space up top, you could use that as a attic, or if you want to make your real base go into the mountain and just have all this be a simple elevator going all the way up. Now I'm going to clear out the yard right here, the yard, if you will, for the elevator. I want to make all this where it is very visible. I'm not trying to hide this base. There's no reason to for me in this world. But if you wanted to, you could. You could cover all this in natural stones and anything that is in the area, and completely hide it. I'm going to cut this back a little bit. I'm going to put in a set of steps going down into the area, and I realize I have to have a set of blocks. And as in creative mode, it's easy to destroy. I'm going to replace those. I'm going to cut this area of the yard so that we have a little bit more, so we can flare out the steps right here. I'm going to put a couple of lights down real quick just to light the area, and I'm going to clean up the little plateau where the elevator is. I chose to keep it glass because I like the look of the area I'm in, and thought it would just look nice like that. Now I'm going to grab some amethyst crystal, some glow moss, and stalactites, and you could use glowberries. I believe if you silk touch them while they're growing, you can hang glowberries, and you could have them. You could have a lot of glowberries hanging off of this. Make it look like an apothecary if you wanted to. I believe that's the right word, not a botanist or anything. But I'm gonna throw down a few stalactites and amethyst crystals, and I'm gonna randomly place some glow moss, just kind of all over the place. I don't want it to look too man-made. I'd like for it to look like it's been here a while, like it's been growing on it. Drink another potion of night vision so we can keep seeing. Throw a little bit more of this down. A few more stalactites and amethyst crystals. Just to kind of make this place match the cave environment that we built it in. And we're going to take a step back, and I'm going to learn how to use inverted controls. And I hope you guys really like this. If you do, I am live on Twitch every Tuesday, every day really, but every Tuesday with Minecraft, every Wednesday with Minecraft as well. I hope all of you enjoy this so much. If you like it, go follow me on Twitch at Justin Lee the EOC. I appreciate it. Everyone have a great day.